Welcome to another Gmail tutorial. Today we're going to be teaching you how to compose an email, or the different features in composing an email in Gmail. So first up, over on the left hand toolbar, there's the top button, well above the Gmail drop down menu is the compose button. So if you hit that, it opens up this smaller window that allows you to compose an email. Now some email clients like Outlook will open up a completely separate window, but this one, while it is distinct from the larger Gmail window, it's still in your browser. So if I move the browser around, this new composed email message is going to also be inside that browser window. It's not a separate window necessarily. It's just on top of your main thing, your main Gmail window. So by default, it's this small size. If you wanted to make it larger, there's this button, this expand button right here. You click on that and then it goes full screen. The first time you click on it, it'll probably tell you a message like showing you how to make it big and small in case you accidentally did it. I think you can just click OK, I got it, or I understand, and that message will go away. To make it small again, you would do that, and then it goes back to where it was before. Now let's say that you want to compose like 2 or 3 messages at the same time. If I hit compose again, notice I've got a second message, and if I hit compose a third time, there's actually a third message here, but you can't see it. So I'm going to minimize one, and now you can see I've got 2 of these minimized messages. I could do that again, and depending on how large your browser is, you can have like 3 or 4 or 5. So if I do this, I've got 5 messages, but only 4 of them are showing up. I'm going to close one, close a second, close it, and now I've only got 2 messages. Now notice that they each say new message on them. Yeah, I'm going to open this one up, and if I type in a subject like hello world and then minimize it again, it now says hello world instead of just new message. Now if I close the new message that I haven't written anything in, nothing happens. But if I close this one, it'll actually save it in my drafts folder because I typed something in it. I typed hello world. This draft from before was when I was practicing for the video, so that technically doesn't count. So if you want to delete a draft, you can click it here and discard drafts, or you can open it up and hit this discard button right here, the trash button, and it'll discard it. Let's go back to compose. So just a couple things about emails. You probably know this, but just in case I wanted to fill it in. So if you're typing an email, let's say I'm sending it to myself, I would go in the to column. Now let's say I was writing about what I'm doing on a project, and I wanted to include someone else who'd been in the project, but I wasn't expecting them to write back. I only wanted to give it to them for their information. I would click the CC button, or carbon copy, because I'd want to send an exact email to them, but I wasn't expecting them to give me a response. So this could be like coworker@gmail.com or boss@gmail.com. Whoever you want to send it to, whatever their names are, whatever their emails in, if you want to send it to them for their information but don't expect them to write back to you, put their contact information in the CC thing. Now BCC is blind carbon copy, and that's so if I send this email right now, then my coworker and my boss, or whoever these 2 people are, they would actually see all of the email addresses that I had sent it to. They'd see that I sent it to myself, they'd see the coworker's email address, and they'd see the boss's email address. Now let's say that these were people that I didn't want them to see each other's email addresses. Say I'm sending this to 10 clients in this section, and I don't want them to see my boss's email and my coworker's email. I would put those people, the 10 clients, in this blind carbon copy, and what that'll do is it'll send them the email, but when they get it, all they'll see is their own email address and my email address. They won't see anyone in the to column or any of the people that I sent it to in the CC column. So that's a little bit of email etiquette for those. You can type in your subject, whatever you want it to be, hello world, and then type in your message here, and then when you're ready to send it, you can hit send. I'll do another video later on showing these formatting options and then attaching files and other stuff right here, but that's the basics of how to compose an email with Gmail. For right now, I'm just gonna say, hey, what's up, sign it, and send it, and then I just sent that to boss@gmail.com and coworker@gmail.com. Darn. If you're boss@gmail.com and coworker@gmail.com and you just got that message, I apologize. Did not mean to do that. But so now if I go back to my email, I now have this that I've sent to myself and these other two random people accidentally. And oh, this is good. It's telling me that boss@gmail.com is not an actual email address, so it didn't get sent to them. That's great, but it looks like coworker@gmail.com is a real thing because I didn't get a mail delivery subsystem email back. Oops. I'll probably write them and apologize. But anyway, that is how you send an email in Gmail. So tune in next time and we'll cover another Gmail tutorial. Okay, bye.